All right, everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive into something I think a lot of you out there have probably thought about tackling at some point.
Definitely a popular topic.
Building your own website.
Yeah, who hasn't thought about that?
Especially,
Especially in 2025.
in 2025, right? Like you've got this amazing idea for a business, or you're an artist, you want to show off your portfolio, or you just want to, have a blog to share your thoughts with the world.
It's easier than ever these days.
It is. It's way easier than it used to be.
Way easier.
And that's what's so cool about what we're looking at today. We've got this fantastic guide that breaks down how to build a free WordPress website in, like you said, 2025.
I love a good free option.
Right. Free is always good,
Yeah,
especially when you're just starting out.
totally.
So the first thing they talk about is choosing a hosting provider.
Right, the foundation of your website.
Yeah, the foundation.
Yeah.
And they mentioned a couple of options like WordPress.com and 000 Web Host is good free choices.
Those are definitely solid options when you're getting started.
Okay, but
Yeah.
what are the catches with free hosting?
The catches. Well, think of it kind of like,
Like a free lunch?
sort of, more like renting an apartment versus buying a house.
Okay. I like that analogy.
Yeah, you get the convenience, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about like maintaining the building or fixing the roof.
All the technical stuff.
Exactly. The hosting provider takes care of all that. Security, updates, all the behind the scenes things.
So you can just focus on creating your content.
Exactly.
But there's got to be some downside.
There's a trade-off, yeah. Like with an apartment, you might not have as much freedom to renovate or customize, right?
It can't knock down walls.
Exactly. So with free hosting, you might have some limitations. Things like storage space could be limited, or the number of visitors your site can handle at once.
Oh, okay.
And you might have to deal with the hosting provider's branding or ads on your site.
So it's like a compromise. You got the ease of use. But you might have to sacrifice a little bit of control.
Precisely.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So let's say we've picked our hosting provider, and now we're ready to get WordPress installed.
Next step.
This is the part that always used to intimidate me. Like, I remember back in the day,
Oh, yeah, the old days.
it was such a hassle.
Huh?
But this guide makes it sound super simple, like one click, easy.
It really is that simple now. It's almost like magic.
Is it really one click, though?
Well, maybe a couple clicks, but essentially, yeah. You choose your hosting plan, click a button, and WordPress takes care of the rest. Go grab a coffee, come back, and boom, you're ready to go.
Okay, I'm convinced. So we've got our hosting sorted, WordPress is up and running.
You're on a roll.
Now it's time for the fun part. Picking a theme, which is basically like the design template for your website.
It's like choosing the outfit for your website.
Love that. And our guide recommends Astra and Neve, both of which are known for being really user-friendly and having clean designs.
Excellent choices. Both are very popular.
Can you tell us a little bit more about them? Like, what are the key differences?
Sure. Astra is like, if you need a website up and running like yesterday, that's Astra.
Speedy.
Super speedy, yeah. It's lightweight, so it loads really fast. And it's great for simple websites like blogs or portfolios.
Okay, so if speed is a priority, Astra is the way to go.
Exactly. Neve, on the other hand, is like, you're all about customization. You want a unique look.
More flexibility.
Tons of flexibility. It's got all these options for different layouts and design elements.
So if you've got like a really specific vision for how you want your website to look.
Neve's your best friend?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get the picture.
Yeah.
So we've chosen our theme, and now we're ready to really make it our own. And that brings us to,
Customization.
yes, this is where WordPress really shines. And this guy talks about the block editor, which sounds like a complete game changer.
It's so intuitive. Even if you've never built a website before, you can pick it up really quickly.
So like, what's the basic idea behind the block editor?
It's like building with Legos, but for your website. You have all these different blocks for text, images, buttons, videos, you name it, and you just drag and drop them onto your page and arrange them however you like.
That's amazing. No coding required.
Nope, it's all visual. And what's really cool is that with the 2025 update, they've added even more blocks like for animations and dynamic content.
Whoa, animation. So I could like have a little animation that plays when someone hovers over a button or something.
Exactly. It's all about making your website more engaging and interactive.
That's so cool. So we've got our layout looking good. We've added some cool animations. Now, are there ways to like add extra features to our website?
You're thinking about plugins.
Plugins.
Plugins are like apps for your website. They let you add all sorts of functionality.
So like, what are some examples of plugins that people might want to use?
Well, it really depends on what kind of website you're building. Let's say you're a photographer and you want to showcase your work. There are plugins that create beautiful photo galleries or let you sell your photos directly from your website.
Oh, that's smart.
Or if you're a blogger, you'll definitely want an SEO plugin like Yoast SEO.
I've heard of SEO, but
It stands for Search Engine Optimization. Basically, it helps your website show up higher in Google search results so more people can find you.
oh, that's super important. I definitely want people to be able to find my website.
Right. It's like, what's the point of having a website if no one can find it?
Exactly. So plugins can do everything from helping people find your website to letting you sell things online.
And everything in between. There are plugins for contact forms, social media sharing, security, you name it.
Okay, I'm definitely going to have to explore the world of plugins. This is awesome. So moving on, our guide also talks about the importance of mobile optimization.
Oh, that's crucial these days.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like everyone's on their phones all the time. But can you explain, why is it so important for a website to be mobile friendly?
Think about your own browsing habits. How often are you on your phone compared to your computer?
Probably 80% phone, 20% computer.
Exactly. Most people are browsing the internet on their phones these days. So if your website is difficult to read or navigate on a phone, people are just going to leave.
They'll bounce right off.
They'll bounce right off. And that's not good for you.
Oh, definitely not. So how do you make sure your website is mobile friendly? Is that something I need to code myself?
Luckily, no. Most WordPress themes these days are already responsive, which means they automatically adjust to different screen sizes.
Oh, that's a relief.
Yeah, it's one less thing to worry about.
Okay, so we've picked our hosting, installed WordPress, chosen a theme, customized it, added some plugins, and made sure it's mobile friendly.
Sounds like we're ready to launch.
Almost. Before we do, I want to talk about something that's really exciting, the 2025 updates to WordPress.
Oh yeah, this is where things get really interesting.
Because this guide talks about all these amazing new features, like AI-powered tools and premium features now being available on free plans. It almost sounds too good to be true.
It's like they took everything that was great about WordPress and made it even better.
So let's start with the AI stuff. Can you explain how AI is being used to help people build websites?
It's pretty mind-blowing. Imagine you're struggling to choose the perfect color scheme for your website. The AI can analyze your content, your images, and suggest color combinations that would work well for your brand.
So it's like having a personal design assistant.
Exactly. It takes the guesswork out of design and helps you create a website that looks professional and polished, even if you don't have any design experience.
That's incredible. And what about these premium features on free plans? That sounds like a game changer.
It is. Things like custom fonts, which used to cost extra, are now available on free plans. So you can really create a unique and personalized website without having to spend any money.
This all sounds amazing, but are there any downsides? Are we sacrificing any control by relying on AI and using these pre-made features?
That's a good question, and it's something to be mindful of. It's true that if you rely too heavily on AI suggestions, you might end up with a website that looks generic or doesn't truly reflect your personality.
I see what you mean.
The key is to use these tools as starting points, not as the be-all and end-all. Experiment, play around with different options, and don't be afraid to put your own spin on things.
So balance is key. Embrace the power of AI, but don't let it stifle your creativity.
Exactly.
Any other final tips before we wrap up? Things people should keep in mind as they're building their websites.
Definitely. Regularly updating your plugins and themes is crucial, not just for new features, but also for security.
Right. Got to keep those hackers out.
Yep. And don't be afraid to dive into your website analytics. They can tell you so much about how people are using your website, where they're coming from, what pages they're visiting.
So you can see what's working and what's not.
Exactly. It's valuable information that can help you improve your website over time.
This has been so insightful. It's amazing how accessible and user-friendly building a website has become in 2025. We've gone from needing coding skills to dragging, dropping, and letting the AI work its magic.
It really is a new era of web design, and it makes me wonder, how can our listeners use these powerful tools to create websites that are truly unique and reflect their individual personalities?
That's a great question to ponder. It's all about finding that balance between leveraging the technology and infusing your own creative vision.
And the best part is, anyone can do it.
You heard it here first, folks. Building a website in 2025 is all about combining cutting-edge technology with your own unique spark. So go out there, unleash your inner web designer, and start building.
Have fun with it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Check out our other videos for more website design tips and tricks.